Hey, what's up guys? It's Yangbang with a special video of Blade and Sorcery. March is Women's History Month, so in honor of this month, I made a small showcase of 7 legendary warrior women badasses throughout history, their weapons, and their fighting styles. Now bear in mind, I'm not a certified historian or ancient weapons expert, just a guy who likes history and playing games. So showing them off in time period order is Greek city-state Queen Artemisia I of Caria, Iceni Queen Boudicca, Vietnamese rebel leader Lady Trieu, French heroine Saint Joan of Arc, the African female corps Dahomey Amazons, Apache resistance fighter Lozen, and Japanese female army leader Nakano Tekeko. Artemisia was a Greek queen and naval commander of the ancient Greek city of Halicarnassus. She fought as an ally of Xerxes, the king of Persia, against the independent Greek city-states during the Second Persian invasion of Greece. She personally commanded her contribution to 5 ships at the naval battle of Artemisium and in the naval battle of Salamis in 480 BC. She would have fought, in good Greek naval condition, bow and arrow, straight sword, and round shield. And with her sword and shield, she'd probably use such techniques such as shield bash, and then following in with a stab and a slash. Queen Boudicca of the British Celtic Iceni led an uprising against the occupying forces of the Roman Empire in 60 AD. Boudicca's husband, the king, left in his will that his kingdom be jointly ruled by his daughters and the Roman occupiers. But when he died, the Romans ignored his will and annexed his kingdom. Boudicca, in return of the outrage, led the Iceni and other Celtic tribes in a revolt to expel the Roman invaders. In their efforts, they destroyed 3 major Roman settlements. She would have fought with a spear, a large body shield, and a straight sword. And with her forces, she would have fought in a mighty shield wall, and utilizing her spear and devastating range effect. For over thousands of years, China ruled over Vietnam from 111 BC to 980 AD. Lady Trieu was a Vietnamese female warrior in the 3rd century who managed, for a time, to successfully resist the Chinese state of Eastern Wu during its occupation of Vietnam. She is famously quoted as saying, "I'd like to ride storm, kill sharks in the open sea, drive out the aggressors, reconquer the country, undo the ties of serfdom, and never bend my back to be the concubine of whatever man." She has been called the Vietnamese Joan of Arc. She would have fought with a straight sword, an assortment of throwing knives, and I believe she would have been an advanced martial artist. Joan of Arc is considered a heroine of France for her role during the Lancastrian phase of the 100 Years' War in the 15th century, and was canonized as a Roman Catholic saint. After years of one humiliating defeat after another, both the military and civil leadership of France were demoralized and discredited. Joan effectively turned the long-standing Anglo-French conflict into a religious war and encouraged a final assault that succeeded in taking the fortress of Orleans. She is nicknamed the Maid of Orleans. Though in history she was armed with the Holy Sword, I armed her with a mighty claymore, slashing away at her enemies, pommel striking, and half-swording her way to victory. The African Dahomey Amazons are the only female soldiers in the world who routinely served as combat troops, forming as early as the 17th century in what is now present-day Benin. These great warrior women were known amongst their people as the Ahosi, King's Wives, or Mina, Our Mother. These warriors even took a part in the inspiration of the King's Guard in the Marvel's film Black Panther. One theory of their origin traces them to the teams of female hunters known as the Kabito, elephant hunters. They would have fought with mighty spears and clubs, with mighty swings and strong spear throws. Lozen was a female warrior and prophet of the Chihini Chibicahua Apache. She was the sister of Victorio, a prominent chief, but she on her own was a fierce fighter and gifted strategist. In her struggles, fighting for her people, she and her brother would fight alongside Geronimo in his many battles. Victorio introduced her as Lozen is my right hand, strong as a man, braver than most, and cunning in strategy. Lozen is a shield to her people. In her time, she would have fought with the rifle, but in this game, we don't have any firearms. So I armed her with the traditional bow and arrow, her axe, and knife. She would have fought in deadly range combat, and when it came to melee, dual wielding her axe and knife, and for any foe that tried to run away, she would tomahawk them. Tekeko Nakano was a Japanese female warrior of the Aizu domain who fought and died during the Boshin War in the 19th century. She fought with the Neginata and was the leader of a female combatant corps who fought in the battle independently, as the senior Aizu retainers did not allow them to fight as an official part of the domain's army. This unit was later retroactively called the Joshi Tai, the Women's Army. She is well renowned for fighting with the Japanese polearm called the Neginata. And also, in her memory, they armed her with the Japanese sword, the katana. Well guys, that's my video for Women's History Month. If you liked the content or found those stories interesting, like and subscribe. And go out there and find out more if you enjoyed those stories, because there is tons of more backstory and history of those fantastic warriors. And until next time guys, peace.